Good evening, I'm your host, Jacobo Garrido, and welcome to this week's national news coverage brought to you by L28 News. Tonight we bring you the latest on three major stories impacting the country: a disrupted port strike along the East Coast, the arrest of a dangerous white supremacist gang in Los Angeles, and the devastation left by Hurricane Milton. Let's dive right into our top story. We begin with breaking news from the East Coast, where a massive port strike last week caused widespread disruptions. Dock workers at major ports from New York to Savannah walked off the job demanding better wages and improved working conditions. This three-day strike led to significant shipping delays, sparking concerns for the supply chain as we approach the holiday season. The strike, the largest in nearly 50 years, left ships anchored from Maine to Texas, delaying the delivery of essential goods such as bananas and auto parts. Fortunately, the work stoppage has now ended thanks to a tentative deal that includes a 62% wage increase over 6 years, raising average hourly pay from $39 to $63. This agreement, reached with the United States Maritime Alliance, marks a critical step in stabilizing the nation's supply chains. Although the strike is over, some key issues like automation concerns that could lead to job losses remain unresolved. The master contract has been extended until January 2025, giving both sides time to address these concerns. For now, operations at the impacted ports are resuming, helping to avert further economic damage. We'll continue to keep you updated as the situation develops. Turning to California, a major law enforcement operation in Los Angeles has led to the arrest of over a dozen members of a violent white supremacist gang. The group, responsible for a wave of hate crimes, drug trafficking, and extortion across Southern California, was dismantled after an intense, months-long investigation. Authorities seized weapons, drugs, and other contraband during the raid. Law enforcement officials praised the operation, saying it was a critical step in reducing gang-related violence in the area. While local communities have expressed relief, but many remain on edge as authorities warn that other gang members may still be at large. Now we turn to the latest on Hurricane Milton, which has caused widespread devastation along the Gulf Coast. The storm made landfall near Siesta Key, Florida earlier this week as a powerful Category 3 hurricane, unleashing torrential rain, fierce winds, and severe flooding across several states. Cities like New Orleans and Biloxi have suffered extensive damage, with many residents forced to evacuate and countless homes submerged. Emergency services continue to work tirelessly, rescuing those stranded by floodwaters and delivering critical supplies to the hardest hit areas. The death toll from the storm has risen to at least 16 as confirmed by officials, with the number expected to climb as rescue efforts continue. In Florida alone, more than 2 million customers remain without power, according to the latest data from Fine Energy. Though Hurricane Milton has weakened after moving over the Atlantic, it still poses a threat, with heavy rainfall forecasted to hit parts of the region. Recovery efforts are already ramping up, but it will be a long road ahead for those affected by the storm's destruction. We'll keep you updated as the situation unfolds and recovery operations progress in the coming days. That's all for tonight's national news segment here on L28 News. We'll continue to bring you updates on these stories and more as they develop. I'm Jacobo Garrido, and from all of us here at L28, thank you for joining us, stay safe, and good night.